I took a class and I took a class with like a big name like hairstylist, and yeah, I got even worse after that. Like it was bad, but
Okay, yeah, while
yeah.
we on that, I was gonna ask, like, was it any sort of cost in the beginning and stuff you had to like pay for, hair stuff, like, initial setup stuff you paid for?
So in the beginning, it wasn't really that hard because I was doing my own hair, so I would just use my own products. But once I like got out here, even then, even once I got out here though, I wasn't really the cost wasn't a big thing because I was in hair school, right? So I didn't mention that because I was only in hair school for literally 2 months. Like I didn't finish, I didn't get my license or none of that. But so when I was in hair school, they gave me a license and that would give me a discount on like my stuff. So like those beauty supply store trips do be very costly. Like they be probably
Uh,
like $100 to 150 each one. But
how long
yeah,
that
so
stuff lasts you for like 150?
it probably lasts me about a maybe like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So
All
it's
right.
not bad. It's not bad. But for the hair classes though, like that, those investments was really a lot because my first class I took was $1,000. And that was when I first moved to Houston. So I didn't really have clientele like that. So I didn't have money like that. So I had to save that up. But that $1,000 went down the drain. Like it was a waste. I didn't really learn nothing from that class. So then I took another class. I flew back home, so for this class I really took my time and like picked out somebody that I felt like was passionate, felt like they was gonna really be like, really one-on-one with me and
Uh,
just really teach me for real. I flew back home to do that, and that class was only $600, and he really like put me on the map. Like he taught me everything. Like he went above and beyond. So it was about, and then I took another class for $300. That was a waste. That was in Houston too. So altogether, it was about $2,000 in the beginning. I had to invest to learn how to do lace, and it
okay,
was worth it. The second
got
class, it
you.
was worth it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you don't have to say no names or anything, but like, what was like the stuff that, you ain't really, what was like the negative parts of like you paid all this money and, didn't really learn stuff. What was like the downsides of it?
So I got there. They were an hour late. First of all, they were an hour late. We had to wait. The location got switched at the very, very last minute. Some problems with the hotel, which okay, that's out of y'all reach. But okay, then they was late, an hour late. Three, when we got there, I don't know. For me, the food wasn't really a big part for me, but I just feel like for $1,000, like
Should have had
I don't know, you
something.
kind of yeah, like you need to be detailed. If I'm hosting a big class and I am who I am, like who they are, like I don't know, I just would have, it just was should have been better. Then like we didn't really get hair kits. So for a class, even with a one-on-one, you're supposed to get a hair kit. It's supposed to be like gel, the glue, tweezers, a comb, like all the little things
Gotcha.
that you need for yourself, not for the whole class to share. So we had to share the got to be gel. The got to be gel come in like a this size container. It was about 40 people in this class. That was probably
Gotcha.
strike five,
Okay.
because I feel like when it's that many people, how are we gonna learn? So
So real quick, do you feel like that's the thing, like the big hair girls that have classes and stuff, do you feel like they kind of just like money grab and like aren't really giving the real information?
for sure, because really think about it, like how can you learn? Everybody learning skill is different. So you placing 40 people in one class is one of you for one. How are you gonna? It just don't make sense.
Give
And
enough
then at
time to
least
each person and everything.
right. And if I feel
Yeah.
like if you are gonna do it that way, do a 2 day class. Like have it be in two parts or three parts. Like, okay, this day we gonna bust down, this, the baby hairs. Then we're gonna do the pluck in. Like put it in
Gotcha.
steps or something like that if you're gonna have that many people, because it definitely gives that they just trying to get some money. Because if he charging $1,000 per person and it's 40 people, even if it's 30 people, like he made a lot of money for us to be sharing one got to be jail for 40 of us. Like
For
that was
what you
insane to me.
paid, definitely.
Exactly. That was insane to me. So we had to share that in our kit we got tweezers, a glue, and I think a edge brush. But yeah, we have to share the got to be. They had like the people that was with them, they like the entourage was like helping everybody else around the room, which was cool, but they don't do hair. We're not here to
You
learn
do
from them.
hair, right?
So yeah, so that
Yeah.
was a strike for me. Honestly,
And
I
it,
think that was
you know,
he just wasn't, his teaching skills wasn't I'm sorry, I'm said the gender, but their teaching skills wasn't up to par either. Like I didn't really understand when I went to my second class, the second teacher that taught me, like the things they were saying, like I could understand better. Like when you pluck in, like he was just like, you have to stroke it going this way. Like it just was more detailed. Like the vocabulary was just
Gotcha.
everything. Like they just didn't really know how to teach for real. And I feel like for that price, you shouldn't be charging that much. So that
Gotcha.
was for that class. For the second class, yeah, it was just horrible. I didn't even stay the whole time for that class. Like they showed up late too. They was like 30 minutes late. Which timing for me is everything, but at least just let me know ahead of time. So like they were
Yeah.
late, they showed up and they wasn't even like dressed like they was here to teach a class. Like I don't know, it just wasn't professional. And then
Gotcha.
like the lace was still, I could still see the lace in the class. Like they teaching skills wasn't up to par either. But my third teacher, hands down, was the best.
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna say, give me some of the stuff that they did in the last class that was better,
he did everything. Like so they taught me like watercoloring. That was not included in the class at all I was supposed to be there to learn was how to install a lace. So he was late too, but that was cool. I didn't care about that because the class was overextended. Like it was everything. Like we was literally there for like 6 hours and the class was only supposed to be like 4 hours. Like it was
Gotcha.
long, took their time, very, 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 very detailed, and really made sure that I got it. Like we kept going over and over with the same step. We kept doing the same step over and over again. And even though like he just really wanted to make sure that I got it. Like I love that. Like he wasn't just trying to hurry up and skip to the next step. Like it was
It
like we
sounds
can
like a
stay
real teacher versus what you were saying, like somebody just kind of getting people in the door kind of thing.
exactly, not rushing me, like
Uh,
taking my time, letting me take my time. Like I love that. So that he was patient. That's the word I'm looking for. Patient,
Gotcha.
yes.
What was like the core things you took from the class?
Oh, so Um, the baby hair technique for sure. The baby hair technique, their professionalism, and the watercolor method that they taught me because I had already knew how to do watercolor, but the little like hidden steps that they taught me really like put my watercoloring like on the map for real. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.